Hey, I am retired geek woman Sims, the world's most horrible farmer with Farming Simulator 25, episode number 2. And our goals for today are to get these fields plowed and or planted. So let's go take a look at our fields real quick so we can refresh our memory on what it is that we need to do for each field. So I believe this first field needs to be harvested, and our harvester is over in the fourth field. Let's look at the map a little bit bigger. I didn't point this out last time. Let's go to the big map. I'm sorry. Let's go to the big map. There we are. So our harvester's over here on field number 2. We own field number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's see if we can show unowned currently my farm. There it is. And so you can buy more land, but at this point, I think we have more than we can handle. We're going to figure it out. I did notice that we had sold what was it, the canola that Grandpa had to sell, and we made $2,418. And as I pointed out in the previous episode, that I had started us with $1 million, and once we get going here, you're going to see why. I'm a new farmer. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I make mistakes, and I need to allow financial money for those financial mistakes that I'm going to make. Because again, I just don't have a clue what I'm doing, so it's okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to plow field number 5. I'm sorry, we are going to harvest field number 5. We are going to, let me go back to the smaller map there. We are going to harvest this one right here because it says ready to harvest, and it is canola. The next one right here, we are going to plow it and get it planted with something. And this one is canola, and it's growing. And that's when we had the AI person that did the rest of the field. So we'll see how that ends up turning up. Look both ways before you cross the street. And this is the last field that we have. And it has nothing growing. It needs to be filled and planted. And here's our harvester. And it is, this is the starting harvester, and it's so big. I can't believe they talked about having bigger ones. Something else that we might do is purchase a baler, and I need to look at how much they are, because we can get this straw right here and sell it. So that's a good idea. And the header right here on the harvester, it's got to go back on that trailer. And one thing that I did want to mention is that this game, I do not play the way I've seen other people play. I'm going to stop here and explain really quickly. So if you're viewing this and hoping to see what other players are doing, you're not going to see it. What I've seen from all 100% of the other players that I've seen, they are min-maxing. They are trying to do everything they possibly can in a very short period of time. And I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to learn what that thing is. That great big thing that Grandpa gave us, right? So I want to learn what this is. I know it's a header. Well, I learned that what that does is that's part of the harvesting mechanism, and it puts whatever we're harvesting inside there. And I learned that that's a pipe that puts the whatever it is we harvested into some kind of container that we're going to take and then go sell it or do whatever we're going to do with it. And I learned that that's a trailer for that header right there. So that's what you're going to see in my videos. You see the word retired in my name of my channel. I'm a retired geek woman, and I am. That's the description of who I am. I was a geek woman, and now I'm retired. And even when I wasn't retired, I like to play games slowly and really understand them. And so that's kind of that's the way I play. And on my other channel, I've got over 400 videos, and all of them are the same way. They're played slow and enjoy the story. Well, we're going to play slow and figure out how to work a farm is what we're going to do. So let's get in it. When you get in any of the vehicles, they automatically start. We're going to put this pipe in. That's with O. Okay, and now we're going to take this header over to the trailer. And I did turn down the machine noises. I thought they were so loud. And if they're too low, I'll bring them up. But they were so loud, I couldn't talk over them. And I've seen that on other videos. And I know people love those sounds because they're, you know, big trucks. And it's part of the fun is driving big trucks. And I get that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay. All right, now this is weird because Q is to attach and detach. I've got that right where it needs to be, but there's no Q. So I just dropped it right on it. And it automatically popped up to the top. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know why it does that. All right, so we're going to bring this around without hopefully breaking anything. Oh, we got to close. I forgot about this. Fold harvester X. There we go. Close the harvester. So we're going to go take this over to the other field that needs to be harvested. Ah! This is why I don't do this from the inside. I just can't. I can't see. Let me back up. Here we are. Here we are. Wheels, do what I want you to do. Usually when you get it in the right place, it'll have Q up in the box there. Now it says attach. I'm sorry, it says attach, and it shows that Q is to attach. All right, let's take this to our other field. And you can either just go right across the field if you want to. You know, it doesn't hurt anything. I'm looking for other cars. There we go. And I've got a road on my field I don't want to try to hit if I don't knock over this stop sign. Which you can knock over stop signs very easily. Okay, I'm driving right on that field. That's why I have turned off one of the options that if you drive on a planted field, you will damage the crops. I don't want to have to try to deal with that. There we go. A little bit straighter there. Okay, let's pull over here so we can drop this trailer. Whoa, stop. And detach. Okay, and I still have not figured out which side I should be on. Hello, cows soon to be sold. I don't want to deal with cows. I haven't had any luck with my test play on them, and I think I'm going to do other things to make money. I do have a plan for this playthrough, as I do all my playthroughs, and as we go along I'll be talking about that. Let's get this lined up as best we can. Am I that bad? We're on the wrong side. I don't know. This one's, I struggle with this particular piece of equipment. It doesn't say Q. Okay, let's go on the other side. I know I have to pick it up from the front and not the back of my harvester. It doesn't look right. Whoa, don't run into my other stuff. There. Okay, it's the other side. I'll remember after about 20 times of doing this, but all right. Let's pull away here. Pull this way. I don't hit my other envelope. I like to put my things away, so I will get things put away. It's just hard here in the beginning when I'm trying to get everything done. By the way, I'm going to try to keep my episodes to 1 hour. That is my goal. So we're going to see if we can do that. It's so hard because I love this game. I really do. I've never played simulation games very much. And this one is just something about it. I don't know what it is. Okay, we're going to do two things. We're going to turn on the harvester and lower the header. Let's lower the header first. I don't know which is first. That makes sense to me to do that first. And then turn on the oh, we got to unfold the harvester. Okay, and then we got to turn on the header. And let's see if we can't get ourselves. All right, now I do want to show you something though. I'm going to hold down the H key. Now, remember in that last episode where we learned that we have AI workers if we hit that H key? If you just tap it, yeah. But if you do a steering assist, what this is going to do is show you that where you put your headers. So this has got 2 rows of headers, and then you harvest like this. Would you cows be quiet? My goodness, they're driving me crazy. So we're going to do that. And show me my lines, guys. Okay, and what you can do is, I'm going to hit the, forget which key already it is, the number 3 key, and as long as I'm lined up, my hands are off the keyboard right now. I don't have to do anything. Isn't that awesome? And it's my understanding that real farmers have it's called GPS for them. But for us, it's called assist. I think I already forgot the name of it. Steering assist. Isn't this awesome? I don't know if it'll make this turn or not, so I'm getting ready to stop it. It didn't. Okay, it's all right. I'm going to back up and turn. And I'm going to back up again because I'm not straight on. And once I get on the line again, I hit that C again. Whoop, that's inside the cab. We could do that and ride. Whoa, okay, come on here. You're really getting off. All right, so sometimes it doesn't work very well. And I've heard that from people. All right, let's get back on here and get back on this line the best I can. So I straighten it out, get back on the line, and see if it will work right. See if it'll do it. I've had it where it turns corners for me just fine. I don't know why this isn't turning the corner. I'll let it go for a minute and see what it does. It's driving off into the road. Not a good plan there. And you have to let me know if the machine noises are too low. I did turn them way down. Come on, stay on the line there. Get back over there. I'm making that turn myself. And then I'm going to use the 3 key again after I get it straightened out so it will stay on the line. I hear you, cows. Okay, now if I were to recall, let's back up here. I recall that there should be 2 headers, which I've never heard that term before. But I guess what it means is that 2 boxes around the field. And why I don't have a box, I don't have a gold thing, I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and plow that part myself, not plow, harvest that part myself. And one thing I did not do is enable straw swath. And I'm going to do that in the middle here so you can see what that is. Gosh, I don't know why it's not doing that. It said two headers around it, right? I saw that for sure. And I know the gold line is supposed to be the line that you follow, and it's not giving me one, so oh well. And then we'll go back and do the middle. This is supposed to be a more efficient way to plow a field or to harvest a field in this case. So what I want to do is enable that straw swath, and the reason is we could go back with a baler and get that straw and sell it. And in the beginning here, if you had no money, if you had 100,000, which is what the game does normally start you with, you would need that money bad. Back up here. Back up properly, and then turn. There we go. So I guess the bigger ones would plow bigger, I don't know. I'm not interested in that right now. I think I got what I need. Yeah, we got another. Whoa, where are you going? No, I plowed that one. Okay, let's go back. Whoa. This one I always have to think. I'm in the front of the machine, but the wheels are in the back, so I have to really think about it. And I think about it, and then I have to think, okay, forward and backwards. So your wheels, and then forward and backward. Okay, there it is. Whoa, wait. I didn't hit anything yet. Okay, I'm going to turn on the straw swath now, which I think is a dot, a period on your keyboard. Let's see if that does it. Enable straw swath. I did. Well. Alright, so we are following the direction that it does tell you to go. Ah, come on. Please work for me. Backing way up because I want to make sure I get that right. When we get into the big long paths, then we'll more so use the the GPS, which is really wonderful. I mean, you take your hands off the keyboard. You know, it's like when you're playing games and stuff, you can get your hands cramped. This is one really nice way not to have to. At least I get my hands cramped. Come on here, keep going. What I'm shooting for is that white line that it's showing me. There we go. How we doing there? It's getting pretty full. Oh, there it's telling me it's 38%. It's not full at all. Oh well, that's okay. Okay. I have such a huge learning curve because I'm so new. Whoa. I'm so new to this game series and I'm really making a mess here. There we go. I'm new to the game series. I really looked at this game pretty heavily, and I don't remember when it was. I want to say it was around 2017, something like that. And I watched some YouTubers that were playing it, and the reason that I had looked at it at all is I really enjoyed farming in games. So like The Sims, for instance. I love farming in The Sims, not farming, but gardening. In The Sims 3 in particular, and also in Sims 2. I absolutely love that. Let's see if we can turn all the way around and get that line. We can't. I've got to back up. It's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Should be my line over here. Oh, what the heck happens? I don't understand what's happening because I know I'm following I was following the gold line. It's all messed up. I don't know. I messed up. Anyway, so I love gardening in games. Stardew Valley. I love gardening in that. And so I was looking for games that you can garden in that were more garden oriented. And I somehow come across Farming Simulator at that time, but I think it was the person that was playing it. I think they were playing Farming Simulator 17, which is why I think it was around 2017. It might have been earlier, and they might have been playing an earlier version. I don't know. But I was watching it, and I watched for hours. And it's like, okay, there's things about it that I like, things about it that I don't like. I don't understand at all let's just go to this one over here. I don't understand at all the equipment. It didn't make sense to me at all. So, you know, the person that was playing it, again, they were very proficient with their equipment. They were hopping around between equipment, and I didn't understand at all what was going on. So I think I probably watched 10 hours of Farming Simulator, and I decided at that time that the game was not for me. It was just too complicated. Everything was complicated. So I have made some new friends over the years, gaming friends and stuff. I've watched a lot of people playing Farming Simulator that I knew it was coming out. They knew it was coming out. I don't think I did very good on that last round. So that's kind of... and they're very excited that it was coming out. I think, okay, I don't know. I still thought about it even more. I watched the people that got advanced copies, and I watched what they were doing. And what they were doing in the very beginning is what sold me. They were figuring out the equipment. They were working their own farm. And also I was looking at the settings that they were changing. And that's what sold me, because I realized I could make this very a lot easier on myself than what you used to be able to do. Okay, wait a minute now. What about over here? I do here, will it change color? No. Okay. Wow, I'm having such a hard time with this. So, think about that for a minute. Try to stay a little bit to the left so we can get what's on the left there. There, it's doing pretty good. So that's what sold me on it. It's like, okay, I can dummy this down enough that a horrible farmer such as myself can still farm and enjoy the farm. So, I was seeing the honey. Like, oh, that's cool. I can produce honey. That's awesome. And we can even do a cannery where we can grow the fruits and vegetables and things, and we can have a cannery that where we can sell the stuff. Like, that's so cool. I want to do that. So that's what sold me on it. It was those changes that they've made over the years. Okay, this looks pretty good, and let's see if we can use our GPS on it now. See if it gets enough of that. There, it seems to be. I kind of straightened it out because I missed some on that side. So those things is what sold me on it. It's like that sounds like a lot of fun. Making the farm mine and and stretching the days out. I mean, I see that it's changed again to 5. I don't know about that, so we'll let that go for now, but I may change that back because I want to be able to do what I want to do in a day and not have to end my day because it's nighttime, right? Let's come back over here. Okay, how could that be so off? Well, it just is. I want to make sure I'm catching all of that because I hate to come back and go over the field again. Look at those 2 pieces up there. That drives my OCD a little over the edge. It's like, okay, I got to go get that. I can't let that be. Even one little swatch left is going to be enough to drive me bonkers. Or drive my OCD bonkers, I should say. I have a little bit of OCD. I'm not completely OCD where, some people have such a hard time they can't hardly get out of bed. They have to wash their hands 30 times. And I'm not criticizing. I'm not making fun. I have family members that are like that. When I say I have OCD, I mean things like I really don't like it when the towels are crooked on the kitchen stove. I want to go straighten those out. But I talked myself into not straightening them out. Oh, come on, I was trying to back up. Because that's what I've read. I haven't been to a doctor for this. That says you should try to let it go. You should just try to let it go. Like, okay, I can try to let it go. All right, turn it on. There we go. Got to make it a little bit to the right, or we're going to be coming back through here. There we go. So anyway, it's just a little, I call it, it's a touch of OCD. I have OCD tendencies. So I make lists of things, but that's to help my memory. I've got short-term memory loss, senior short-term memory loss, and oh my gosh, if I don't make a list of something, if my husband says I'm opening the last jar of banana pepper rings, if I don't immediately go to my list, my grocery list, and put that on there, forget about it. It's not going to happen. I will absolutely not be able to, I won't remember. Okay, I'm going to go back and try to get these pieces that are left. I've got some pretty good sized pieces. And just go crossways here. And I'm not sure, I guess our Harvester is not going to be completely full, so that's good. And we can just drive it on around to the area where our, I don't even know what it's called. Not a wagon. Or thing. I forgot what Walter called it. I'd have to go back and look at the video. Something to put it in, I swear he said. And it doesn't say, I wish it would say on it. I really truly wish that that would be something that they would change for beginners, is what are these things called? I mean, I've got other tractors. What are they for? This looks like a tractor to me. He called it a harvester, so I know it's a harvester. Okay, got that piece. The piece right here. There's a big piece on the corner. It was like the outside edge. Come on. I'm trying to be 100% here. My field doesn't tell me that it's 100%. I just want it to be, oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Gotta come all the way to the edge. Did I get it that time? I did. Okay, let's look around to see if there's any more. I'm gonna just look here. No, we're good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna pull up the header. We're gonna turn it off. And we are gonna drive back. Where the heck am I? Okay, we're gonna drive back to where our little green wagon is. But I think before we do that, let's put this take this header off. Oh, there's the wagon. It's way over there. Okay, well, we may bring it over here. If we can get this on here in a reasonable way. That backing up 25 times. I'll get better as I go, you know. Like Walter was saying when we went to drop off the grain, he said, you know, you'll be doing this in your sleep, and I think that's true. You know, when I watch the people that do this stuff so fast, I'm thinking, okay, they've done that 100 times. I'm not seeing the connection. And I don't know that this has a connection. When it gets up there where it needs to be. Just why I'm being really picky with this one. See, I'm right there where it should give me the cue. Ridiculous. What if I just drop it? See, it popped right into place, and I was right over that before. Okay, I'm not going to get mad about that. We're going to go, let me see, where was that? I think we're just going to bring the tractor here. I shouldn't have done that. All right. You can pop between your equipment by, I think it's Q. Let me see if I can get in this and if it'll tell. I think it's G. You can pop between them. Where am I going? Oh, did we hit a tree? I can't see. Oh my gosh. And this tractor's a little faster than the green one, which I kind of like a little better just because it's fast. I like the green one because it's slower. I'm less likely to hit trees or other equipment. Okay. See, I don't even know where to pull because I didn't put my pipe out. Let's stop. And I'm going to do, it's tab, that's what it is. No, there. I hit tab to go between the different equipment. I'm glad I did that. All right, we're going to go tab B to go to this one. Back up a little bit. Don't go anywhere. I thought I was going to have to pop into the harvester and turn it back on, but apparently I don't have to. We'll just sit here and let it fill up as much as we can. Hopefully we can take it all. Now this is canola. So before we go sell this, let's look at the price of canola, what we could get for it, and if we should wait. Now I turned off the seasonal stuff where you can grow anything anytime, but selling anything anytime can change. Yeah, we can't take it all, but let's look. Oh, sorry, getting a save there when you hit that. Look at the calendar. Look at the selling calendar. Here we go. All right, and that was canola. There we are. Okay, so we're right here. This is August. Our premium time to sell is December. So I think that it would make better sense to go put this in the silo and come back and sell it in December. So I think that's what we're going to go do. So our silo is over there. Okay, gonna go do that. So again, our plans for the day are to take care of all 4 of those fields and do whatever they need. We'll see how that goes. We're 40 minutes into this playthrough already, so or almost 40 minutes. So we're gonna pull over. This is a dumping area. And start unloading, which is the I key. There we go. That's a perfect unloading, if you ask me. So while it would be nice to make the money now, because we've really, if you look at, pretend you only had 100,000 instead of 1,000,000, you would be very low on money right now. Be going, because we got equipment that we have to buy. So let's go ahead and go get the rest of that. Hello, bees. Whoa. Should have gone the other way. That's okay. We'll do a big circle. Whoa, stop. Like I said, if you've got anything on the back of your tractor or whatever, it is a pain in the neck to back up. Let's see here. There you go. Oh, okay. I thought it had more in it. No, there is no more in it. Okay. All right. Let's go let's see. Got to go figure out what I'm going to need. I'm not going to need my little red dragon anymore. What? See if I can put this on the little patio here. Okay, I don't know if I can get off or not. We'll see. How far am I? Okay. It's really hard when you're underneath a roof. I want to get it on the very far edge. Okay, and I'm going to hit Q to detach. And then I'm going to try to get my tractor out of here. Like I said, I like the green one a little better because it's so much smaller. This one is really kind of hard to maneuver. But I learned from watching the tutorial that it's faster. It's a lot faster. So, okay. Okay, before we do anything, I want to get in the harvester and put it away. We are done with the harvester for now. Okay, so we're going to hit the O. And we are going to... where's it at? Fold the harvester. I was like, I know I need to close that top and I don't know what it's called. Okay. Alrighty. And back up. And go forward. Oh my gosh. Now don't stop watching just because I'm such a bad tool connector. Oh, it says attach. Okay. Now, here's the kicker on this one. We need to back it into that shed right there. Right there. Do you see that? Back it into the shed, because otherwise you gotta back it out so it doesn't matter. So what I try to do is get it completely straight. Straight enough. And let's see what happens as we start to back up. And you just kind of have to almost inch it. Because if you go fast and it decides to go the other way, I've had it do that and I just shove it back, shove it in there. It's like nobody will see it. I got my wheel straight and it's curving. Oh, we gotta get our straight. Oh, what a pain. And this is the worst one of all, I think, because of the way you're driving backwards. As I'm in. Okay, I'm in. I hit E to get out, and it says it got 24% damage, so we used it in 2 fields and it got damaged twice. It's kind of a bad thing. Also, your equipment is dirty, so we're going to have to buy a power washer to clean it. And what's the damage on this? 20%. So, you know, there's a place that you can take things to be repaired. You can also build a repair shed on your property, which I'm kind of leaning towards doing. Okay, first thing we need to do, let me go look at the fields real quick to make sure that I'm right. I believe we need to plow this field because we just harvested it. We did. So let's grab our tractor, and our plow is right there. All right. Ah, I hate it when I hit the E key by mistake. Like, why did I do that? And you're going to see me checking each field because I forget. Each time I look at it, whoop. No, I want to raise it. I don't want to, I just want to attach it. Okay, I'm good. Because I forget each time and I don't want to end up plowing a field that's been planted. Which I would do. I would totally do. Okay, it's a little bit. I hate it when I don't quite get it. Come on. Come on. See, it's not on the edge where I want it to be. And I'm gonna do I'll plow it myself. I've talked about the AI before, I think in the previous episode, is that they're great. They really do a good job, much better than myself. But I want to figure out how to do this myself. I want to know what the tools are. I want to know what the equipment is. I want to know what the equipment does. There we go. There we go. Okay, now. No, wait. Stop it. She is already getting in there. I had it exactly where I wanted it. Alright. I mean, oops, let's go forward and turn all around completely. And let's lift the... Oh, good, it's up. Okay, I thought it was lowered already. Okay. Stop. Want to get off the edge of the field. Still trying to go straight. Just go with me. Just ride with me. Stay with me. We're just going to drag it. I think I got it. Okay, now lower the cultivator. It's called a cultivator. So what are we doing? Cultivating the field? Are we plowing the field? There we go. So, as I've said before, my plan, and I don't know if I can get to it this episode, I'm gonna try, is I want to get all of these fields done whatever's supposed to be done to them. Wow. That didn't work very good. Okay, so we're gonna stop that. Seriously. I saw somebody else do this too, a new YouTuber that's new to farming simulation. I felt so good. Like, thank you for doing that and for showing that, admitting that. There we go. I think we got it. I had to drive over it. There we go. Now we just got to get back on. Holy crud. Yeah, just shove that out of the way. All right, let's get going. Yeah, it felt pretty good because I know that a lot of YouTubers were not good at what they were trying to do. You want to go this way. And then this way. Okay, I'm trying to... It's so hard when you got pulling something behind you and it's just not working right. Like, you have to pull way into the grass and try to turn it around. Oop, there we go. Turned on my driving assist so I can let my hands have a rest, because they've been on my mouse and keyboard for quite a while. And then we're going to turn it off because it doesn't follow the path. Oops, either did I. Let's see how close we get. Close enough. All right. Oop. Sorry. Jumped out of my tractor. It's nice that it tells you what it is. Why don't you tell you what it does? This is a tractor, so this is not so bad. Okay, now we're going to go on our second row. I think there were 3 headers on this one. Yeah, there was. I don't know why they called them headers. It confuses me because it's like we have farm implements called headers, and then we've got these called headers. It's like, can't we call them something else? Yikes. It's almost like I just hire the AI workers so nobody has to see me do this so badly. Just trying to go on the... Nope, I didn't make it. Alright. Life is okay. Life as a brand... If I was a brand new farmer and I was doing a field, this is exactly what it would look like. So any of my long lost relatives, if you have any farms, do not give them to me. It will not work out well for anybody. I gotta come back and do all these corners again because I did them so poorly. And even more, really. But it is okay. We will get there. We will have ourselves a very productive farm going on eventually. Eventually, we'll be good at this. What did Grandpa say? We'll be doing it in our sleep. I think he's right. It's just going to take a little longer for us. Us beginners need a little more time. So give us a little bit of time. A little more time. I think we're coming up on the last part of the third header. That's the third. That's supposed to be the third header right there, and it's trying to make me go at an angle. So I guess we get to the end of this, we'll go at an angle and see what it does. It's saying go at an angle, go to angle, go to angle, go to angle, and I'm like, okay, I thought that was the third header. Okay, fine. Let's go down here and turn around. All right. Trying to catch that little piece. Oops, this was not the one I was trying to go on. I don't think that's right. We'll find out. Oh my gosh, guys. You'll have to forgive me as I learn, and I'm learning. And so if you've never played this game, I'm the perfect person for you to watch to say what not to do. So don't do that. Make up your mind. It keeps changing the lines, for Pete's sake. Go down here and get this down here. It's bugging me and I'm close to it. And this little piece right here. There was a header right there, wasn't there? Let's go ahead and get it. Just this little piece along the side here, unless I just plowed very poorly. And this right here too. Ah! Oh my gosh. I have good plans. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Please subscribe and hang around. I promise that I'll have interesting content that's not horrible. See, you almost have to go all the way out and make a big circle in the road to be able to come down and get that piece right there. I would like to see how an AI would have done it differently, and we will hire AIs. It's just I want to, like I said, I want to learn the equipment myself. I want to know what it does. And the only way you can figure out what it does is by using it and doing it. And a little tutorial by Grandpa didn't quite cut it for me. I heard you over there. You got food. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out what it wants us to go over there. What about the one to the right? Guess we'll have to come back. So I guess it didn't used to have this, is what I'm kind of surmising from some other YouTubers. It didn't have this. And so you had to plow those fields and by yourself. Whoops. Come on here. Straighten it out, straighten it out, straighten it out. Talking to myself, in case you're wondering. So, some of the YouTubers I've watched that have done this are like, this is a game changer. Well, it may be, but for us new folks, it's still a challenge. Let's see, we'll go down this road. It picked it for us. I'm using the assist, but I'm using the A and the D button to kind of straighten it out. Guess we just go right on off into the grass here. I have a little bit to come back to. So I've been thinking about what I want to grow, and the suggestions and tips by those who are very helpful to us new folks says stick with the simple stuff. Wheat, for instance. Wheat is a good thing to grow. You can bale it up and sell it, unless you have animals that need or want it. Which you could have cows, you could have water buffalo, believe it or not, goats, chickens, and I'm not 100% sure what else. I haven't looked at it. I do want to come back and get this piece right here. And, that's what they recommend. Wheat, barley, oats, canola. And the wheat, I'm tempted to get a flour thing so I can turn my wheat into flour, because the more I have when I get started on my production, the better. But I've got $1 million to spend on equipment, but man, that goes fast. This equipment is so expensive. It's ridiculous how expensive it is. And I think I want to get a repair shed for the farm, because it's also expensive to repair this stuff, like $4,000 to repair it. I mean, really, that's nuts each time. So I don't know how much the repair shed is. I just saw that they had one, and you can put it on your farm, and I thought, oh yeah, that's a good idea, but not, if it's $150,000, is it a good idea at this point? And the answer is I don't know. So we'll look at all of that. We are going to have to buy, we need to buy fertilizer. And so how does it get spread? Well, we need a fertilizer spreader, right? So we're going to need that. I missed it. Daggone it. Trying to get all of this really bad stuff I totally messed up. And the plow does go a little further than what the tines show. So a little bit past the edge. Get that. This. Must have a fully plowed field before we decide what we put in it. This was wheat, right? Sorry for my noise. Forgot to turn my do not disturb on. Go down here and get this row. I think this is a whole row, isn't it? Wow, 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 wow. Oop. My assist went off. It said, I give up. There we go. So if we do decide to do wheat, then we're going to need a baler. And this is an implement that bales it. And I went, in my test play, I went cheap. And I think that was a bad idea. It just ended up costing me more in the long run. Both of those little sections right there. Okay. Try not to hit my fence. Turn around and get the other one. And then my rows are going to look terrible when I start planting. I'm like, what crazy person plowed this field? And what were they drinking when they did it? Holy moly. Got a little piece here. I can't see down there. I'm going to say aliens came. It'll say aliens came and did something to this field, and their crop signs look a little crazy. They don't make sense. You can't read them. Come on here. Get all my lines going crazy. We can go down here and get this. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's lift the cultivator. And I'll just leave the, I think that lane, I'm afraid to hit H. Oh, look here. Right at the very beginning. Okay, now let me go see. Cedar is right in the middle. So let's go on the other side. I'm really big on keeping my tools put away. Sorry about these trees. We may have to cut some trees down on the farm. Okay, let's back up just a little bit. I hear my bees. For now, we're going to pull this just in like this, but later we'll just pull them in side by side. And we're going to disconnect. If we can get around the cedar. Much time? Oh my gosh, we're running over. And I'm doing really, what I want to do is I'm going to grab this cedar. We'll go ahead and use this tractor because it's faster. Okay, so I wanted to show you what we're going to need for fertilizing. This one is, I've never used this one. It looks clunky. It looks like very inefficient. This one I think we're going to need. Let's turn it around. You can look at all angles of it. This is the one that I purchased before, and I've seen other YouTubers using it. It is $25,000. That's why I decided to start with so much money. It's because this is only the beginning of what we're really going to need to really run this farm, which I find it really interesting that Grandpa gave us these things and said, you're all ready to go. I'm thinking, okay, now what? So when I started looking into it, it's like, oh, now what? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and purchase what I need, and then we're going to go get it and show you how that works, and then that'll be the end. So I'm going to put buy, and I put yes, and then we're going to go back, previous screen, and we're going to look at, yes, we need to go previous screen. I don't know why it always takes you here. But consumables, fertilizer sold big bag. So we're going to buy one of these. Yes. Okay, and now we're going to go take our tractor and we got to go down to the shop. Get out of there. Have I connected? I have not. We have to go down to the shop, which I'll show you where that's on the map. Okay, I need to look at the big map because that one makes me turn. Big map, here we are. As you can see, this is us. We are flashing, okay? And where we need to go is the vehicle shop. Now, what's funny about this is the shop for a lot more than vehicles. I got so confused when I was trying to purchase fertilizers and things like that. It's like, where is it? Well, it's at the shop. What is the shop? Well, people that have played this game for a while call the vehicle shop the shop. And the game calls it the shop because it told me to pick up the fertilizer at the shop. I didn't know what they were talking about. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to visit. I want to, can I tag it? Yes, I did. So what I've done is I've made it so that place is flashing. And there's a couple things I can do. I could actually send if I was busy, I can send an AI driver to drive there. And I can tell it to park right there, and then I'd pick up my own stuff myself. So I don't want to do that. Again, I want to do a lot of this stuff myself, and then eventually we will let them do a lot more as we get busier and busier. Okay, I need to go the opposite direction of where I'm parking. I want to go out this exit. I want to go for shortcut. I want to go around that big field number 8 and take a right. So we could actually, we've got lots of exits from our farm. This one over here gets me closer, so maybe if I can figure out how to get there. Go 9, 9. Let's see. I think it was. I got to get used to driving this bigger tractor. I got used to driving the John Deere, which I really like. I don't want to hit Grandpa. I think I'll just take this exit before I hit something. I think these trees are kind of, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong. Okay, here's our crazy guy driver. Okay, let's make it bigger so I'm not making a mistake. I already did, that's okay. I'm going to go right. Do you also notice that your tires, because they are dirty, are making lines on the road? Whoop. Put my mat back on. And come back to the railroad track. There's trains that go by, the way. There we go. Much easier just driving a tractor. And we do need a tractor for two things. We're picking up things that I should have done right there. We're picking up two things that need to be picked up with a tractor. So there's no other way of doing it. And I'll come across right here. So the fertilizer spreader has to be picked up with a tractor. The fertilizer itself is sitting in a bag, and you could pick it up with like a forklift or and put it on a truck or something. There's a lot of ways you could do it, but I'm going to show you the easy way of getting your fertilizer. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, we're going to turn left right here. Trees are in our face. Uh-oh. Nobody saw me do that, right? Okay, good. I don't need to get a bill from the county. Jeez Louise, let me go in closer. These trees. Driving me bonkers. Okay, there's my fertilizer and my fertilizer spreader. Let's try to get a nice backwards view. If I could drive backwards, it'd be even greater. Okay, we're going to connect. All right, now, if you will notice in the top left-hand side, it says refill fertilizer spreader. That's because there's a bag of fertilizer sitting right next to it. That's the easy peasy lemon squeezy way of picking up your fertilizer. See, it's filling it. And it filled it up 31%, it said. You know what? Let's turn this off and go buy another bag of fertilizer. I'm going to run over here. Use me big old tractor. I'm going to run over here. And I'm going to buy another bag of fertilizer. I want that thing more full. Okay, out, out, out. Get in our tractor. And refill the spreader. Yes. I forgot that 2 filled at 62%. And so a third one would be too much, I think. So enough is enough, right? Let's go. So now you know how to pick up purchased equipment, you know where to go. You don't see that sign. I didn't see that sign. I did not see that sign. Gotta tell you a funny story. True story. We used to live out in the country, and my dad would drive the back roads to his shop that he owned, right? And in the middle of nowhere, I mean, literally nowhere, there was a four-way stop. Nothing came out that way. Nothing. He never saw another car all of the years he drove back and forth, right? So he had a truck, not an old truck, but had a truck. So he would get out and he would knock that sign down. Just knock it down because it ticked him off. He thought it was stupid. The county would come out and they would put the sign back up. And he would knock it back down. And this went on and on for like a year. Finally, he threw the sign in the back of the truck and he gave it to me as a gift. No, I don't still have it. That is illegal, just for informational purposes. So, oh my gosh, too funny. All right, I think what I want to do is I'm going to put this away so that we'll do this our next episode. We will fertilize that field since we have plowed it. These trees may go away just because they are just driving me nuts. I can't see to drive this thing anyway. There we go. Get this underneath the canopy here, and I'm just me. You don't have to do that. I've seen lots of people leave all their stuff outside, and maybe I will eventually. But for now, oh my gosh, that thing is filthy dirty. We need to clean that. You know what though? We don't have anything to clean it yet, so it's more purchases. All right, so I want to run over here and see if these bees have given us any honey yet. And look what, check it out. Top quality honey right there. How many was it? 221 or I think it's 12. And I think it's liters. So cool. So now we have honey and absolutely no way to pick it up. So that's more money we're going to be spending. So it's okay, Grandpa. We love our farm. Things are going pretty good. We're going to figure this all out together. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you're here. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And there's a like button if you like what I'm doing and how I'm going about doing it. Hit that like button for me. There's a Discord server if you're interested in talking with us about this game or any other game that I'm playing on either of my channels. I want to thank you again for being here. The most important thing is I want you to enjoy the rest of your day.